Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Preston Endress. Hazleton City Police are investigating a report of a burning body. According to police, the incident was first reported to the Hazleton City Fire Department around 7 a.m. on Sunday, April 27th, as a possible mannequin on fire in the area of Club 40 Road and East Broad Street. Upon arriving at the scene, firefighters noticed that the body was not a mannequin and immediately requested assistance from the Hazleton City Police Department. Details are limited at this time, and the incident remains under investigation. Pennsylvania State Police and Luzerne County detectives have also been assisting with the case. Investigators have executed a search warrant at a home in the 100 block of Muir Avenue in connection with the case, but additional details have not yet been released. Anyone with security cameras in the area of Muir Avenue or Club 40 Road is asked to review the footage and report anything that may be connected to the case by calling 911 or submitting a tip on the Hazleton City Police Crime Watch page. Hazleton police responded to a report of gunshots in the area of the Beach Street Playground on Thursday, April 24th. According to police, the incident took place around 5:30 p.m. near the park's basketball courts. When officers arrived at the scene, they were informed that the victim had been transported to the hospital by a private vehicle. Officials say the victim was treated for non-life-threatening injuries and was released. The incident is still under investigation. Police are asking residents with security cameras in the area of Beach Street Park to check their footage for information related to the shooting. Anyone with information regarding the case is asked to contact the Hazleton City Police Department through their Crime Watch page. Residents in the greater Hazleton area came out in force this weekend to take part in the Great Pennsylvania Cleanup. The cleanup was organized by the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce and targeted roadways, city blocks, playgrounds, and green spaces. PennDOT also worked with street crews from the local municipalities to remove the bags of litter filled by volunteers during the event. Participants at the cleanup included the members of the Hazleton area football team, representatives from the Hazleton Art League, Community Options, the Keystone Job Corps, and Niagara. The cleanup ran from Friday, April 25th to Sunday, April 27th. The Hazleton Fire Department responded to a fire on North Church Street on Sunday. According to officials, crews were dispatched to 160 North Church Street around 5:30 p.m. Upon arriving at the scene, crews say residents were evacuating the building and heavy smoke was coming from the back of the structure. Following an investigation, the Pennsylvania State Police Fire Marshal determined that the fire originated in the back right corner of the building. It is unknown at this time if any injuries were sustained in the blaze. Coming up on WYLN News, a man turns himself in to Hazleton City Police. Plus, Visit Luzerne County announces the return of the Babe Ruth Home Run Derby. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network and Jefferson Health, investing in your well-being and building healthier communities, because more expertise and convenient care mean better outcomes and a healthier you. Learn more at lvhn.org/Jefferson.
My name is Jordan. Tomorrow's gonna be sunny.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
And you will love the feel-good feeling you get when you shop at Grand Central in Nescopeck and Hazleton. You will enjoy a no-pressure professional sales staff, experienced delivery crew, service after the sale,
and don't forget, everyday low prices.
No matter what you're shopping for in your home, we have you covered with top brand names like Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, England, and Dylan Custom Rugs.
With our enormous selection and the flexibility to finance interest-free for up to 60 months, Grand Central makes it easy to make your house a home.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cheers Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Cheers is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Here's a question. Have you ever been told, don't go to a chiropractor, you're going to get hurt? That person has been hurt by a chiropractor, or it's a doctor who has had patients hurt. So respect them, but I have 1,000 patients who've been told that, and with gentle chiropractic care, changed their life. Give us a call.
Welcome back to WYLN News. A man wanted in connection with a traffic stop in 2024 has turned himself in. According to Hazleton City Police, Yalfrenzo Nunez Cruz was wanted following an incident in October of 2024. Police report that Nunez Cruz turned himself in on Monday, April 28th around 10 a.m. He has been charged with carrying a firearm without a license and with failing to fulfill his duties at a stop sign. Nunez Cruz was transported to the Luzerne County Correctional Facility, and his bail has been set at $5,000. Visit Luzerne County has announced the return of the Babe Ruth Sultan of SWAT Home Run Derby. The second annual event will take place on Saturday, October 11th at Kirby Park in Wilkes-Barre. The event is a collaboration between Visit Luzerne County and the city of Wilkes-Barre and celebrates the anniversary of what Babe Ruth called the longest home run of his career. According to reports, the home run was struck on October 12, 1926 at Artillery Park in Wilkes-Barre. Reports of the event say Ruth asked for the baseball's distance to be measured, and it was estimated at 650 feet. During the Home Run Derby, residents will have the opportunity to try their hand at replicating Ruth's success. The event will kick off at 11 a.m. with a 3-inning softball game between City of Wilkes-Barre employees and Luzerne County employees competing for a trophy. Then the female derby will begin following an opening ceremony at 12 p.m., and the male derby will begin around 1:45 p.m. Proceeds from the event will benefit the Geisinger Children's Miracle Network / Janet Wise Children's Hospital. To register to participate, you can go to visitluzernecounty.com. Pennsylvania State Police in Hazleton have released the results of their sobriety checkpoints on April 18th through April 21st. According to troopers, the checkpoint resulted in 3 motorists being arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol or a controlled substance. An additional 3 motorists were also interviewed and released after passing a standardized field sobriety test. Troopers say they issued 30 traffic citations and 15 written warnings for violations of the Pennsylvania Vehicle Code during the course of the 4 days. 1 motorist was also arrested for being in possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia, and 1 fugitive was taken into custody on a warrant. The checkpoints were conducted by Troop N Hazleton in Carbon and Luzerne counties. Coming up on Freeland's News Choice, we talk Rockin' the River on this week's edition of Kokomo's County Report. Plus, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Ashland Part 1. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
Lehigh Valley Health Network is now proudly part of Jefferson Health. And when 2 healthcare leaders come together for the community, you can expect more. more access, more doctors, more convenience. Jefferson Health and Lehigh Valley Health Network. Together for the future of care.
Are you sitting at home living in pain? Maybe it's in your hands, maybe your back or your hips. The good news is you don't need to live in pain. Why? Because there is Omega XL, a one-of-a-kind, natural, powerful joint relief supplement created from the green lip mussels of New Zealand. Drug-free, non-habit forming. It's small, easy to swallow, and it's backed by more than 40 years of clinical research. As I was getting older, my joints started to feel that wear and tear. But then I tried Omega XL and it changed my life. If you're experiencing daily aches and pains due to aging and overuse, try Omega XL and see the difference it can make in your life.
Buy one, get two free. 2 bottles of Omega XL plus Vitamin XL D3, a value of more than $85. Call today and you pay only $39.95. Plus, you have nothing to lose because it's backed by our 60-day money-back guarantee. Call now.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Welcome back to Kokomo's County Report. I'm joined as always with Luzerne County Manager Ramona Kokomo. Ramona, how's it going today?
It's going really well. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
I know that the Visit Luzerne County Committee is already getting started with the annual Rockin' the River concert series that you guys always do every summer down in Wilkes-Barre. And I know you wanted to share with us some details and information about who will be playing and all that fun stuff with that.
Right. We recently had the announcement in front of the river, Susquehanna River, as a backdrop, and it's a beautiful venue. And we made the announcement of the acts. The first act is July 11th. It's Zozo, the ultimate Led Zeppelin experience, with the opening act will be Flaxy Morgan. And then the next concert, July 18th, it's Maybe I'm Amazed, a tribute to Paul McCartney, with the opening act, Tori V and the Karma. And July 25th is Low Cut Connie, and that opening act will be Aaron Fink and the Fury. As I mentioned at the announcement, this is my favorite day of the year. Right after the day I have to present my budget to council. Little joke there, but it really is a fun day, and we have to really thank all our partners, the City of Wilkes-Barre. We have the Wilkes-Barre, the Chamber, and Geisinger, and the whole staff. It really is a collective effort to make this concert series, which is free, by the way, really a success. Last year, at one of the concerts, we had 5,000 people. So It really is a great event. It was started by my predecessor, Dave Pedri, who had a vision and who loves rock and roll and plays the guitar. So I'm taking the page out of his playbook and bringing it forward.
Very nice. I'm glad that you mentioned that the event is free to the public because it's really great to have events like this that are just all just fun, music, food, and it's completely, at least
it's free.
It's all free to anyone in Luzerne County who wants to come to the annual concert series. So it's really great to see you guys keep continuing that tradition every summer.
Absolutely. And apparently this Zozo group, which plays Led Zeppelin music, is really well known across the nation, and so if you're a Led Zeppelin fan, plan to be in Wilkes-Barre on July 11th.
Yep, very nice. Definitely looking forward to that one. And as always, I want to thank Ramona Krokema for joining us here on Krokema's County Report. We'll see you next time.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Solo Spaceman. Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
My name is Jordan, and tomorrow is gonna be sunny.
In the early 1800s, little thought was given to the northwest corner of Schuylkill County, which was dense wilderness. Indeed, for many years, the only tangible business in this area was Jacob Rodenberger's Log Cabin Hotel, which served travelers on the Center Turnpike running between Reading and Sunbury. One prominent Schuylkill County resident, however, thought there could be more to the area. Bird S. Patterson was convinced that there were major coal deposits underground in the region, and despite derision that only a fool would buy up seemingly worthless land, purchased 400 acres of land, along with partners John Brock and James Hart, in 1845. A year later, they tested their theory, sending out a scouting party under the leadership of experienced miner Patrick Devine to develop coal seams in the area. Sure enough, coal was found in large amounts. And the following year, 1847, surveyors started laying out a village on the site. For the new community's name, its fathers looked to prominent Kentucky Senator Henry Clay, whose strong support of tariffs and foreign iron had led to increased coal use for domestic iron production. Clay, who had run unsuccessfully for president 3 times and served as Secretary of State under John Quincy Adams, lived at a estate called Ashland. And so, in honor of his contributions to the coal industry, the new town became Ashland. At first, the newly named Ashland grew slowly due to delays in operation of the local Mine Hill and Schuylkill Haven Railway Company. Originally founded in 1828 and utilizing animal power for its trains at first, the railroad by 1846 planned on building an extension to the Ashland area. Due to cost overruns and issues with route designs, though, the line was not completed until 1864. That same year, the Philadelphia and Reading Railroad leased control of the Mine Hill and Schuylkill Haven and would eventually absorb it fully into its system. The P&R built a station on South Railroad Street in 1867, and it would serve Ashland for many decades thereafter. The Lehigh Valley Railroad's tracks would also reach Ashland in due time. Its station on East Center Street would open to travelers in 1879. Meanwhile, Ashland's first post office was built in 1853, and the first church, built for a Methodist congregation, opened its doors in 1855. By 1857, enough people lived in the community for it to separate from the surrounding Butler Township and incorporate as a borough. The coal industry ramped up as well, beginning with the opening of a colliery built by Bancroft, Lewis and Company in 1853. It earned its more lasting name of the Pioneer Colliery the following September, when it shipped its first load of coal by rail, and made national news in 1863 when it was connected to the neighboring Tunnel Colliery via a tunnel some 600 feet underground. It would continue operating until the late 19th century. By the 1870s, the unrest in the coal region that would give birth to the Molly Maguires reached the Ashland area. Neighboring Girardville would be cited as a hotbed for Molly activity, for that was where Jack Kehoe, labeled by some newspapers as the King of the Mollies, operated his Hibernian House Tavern there. Kehoe, remembering the hardships his former mining colleagues had experienced in the mines, fought hard for miners' rights, a campaign that infuriated the coal operators. Kehoe would eventually be convicted of the murder of mine foreman Frank Langdon in a trial that did not afford him a proper chance to defend himself, and he was hanged in 1878. He would eventually be given a posthumous pardon by Governor Milton Shapp in 1979. Kehoe's great-grandson still runs the Hibernian House today. On the other side of Ashland, near the village of Centralia, alleged Molly activity would take a deadly turn on October 17, 1868. Alexander Ray, a prominent mine superintendent who was one of the founders of Centralia, originally called Centerville, was traveling towards Mount Carmel when he stopped to water his horse at a roadside trough. It was then that several men set upon him, believing he was carrying his company's payroll. When they did not find it, they murdered him and stole his watch and pocketbook. 4 men would be arrested for the crime, but avoided conviction in an 1869 trial. They would be tried again in 1877, and 3 of them, Patrick Hester, Peter McHugh, and Patrick Tully, would be convicted this time and subsequently hanged in Bloomsburg. Shortly afterwards, the legend goes, Centralia's father Daniel McDermott, who had preached against the Molly's supposed crimes from the pulpit, is said to have placed a curse on the town, allegedly declaring that the day would come when St. Ignatius Roman Catholic Church would be the only structure remaining in Centralia.
My name is Jordan, and tomorrow's gonna be sunny.
You're watching WYLN TV.